Alright folks, so do you ever struggle with bench to actually feel like it's getting your chest properly? Do you sometimes find that like shoulders are taken over, triceps are taken over? This is something that I dealt with a lot myself, so in this video I'm just going to jump through some quick cues that I use as a coach to solve it, some things that have worked for me and some things that have worked for the people I've coached. If you've got a couple of seconds, if you want to hit the subscribe button, the notification button, does me a real solid, helps the channel get out into the YouTube algorithm stuff. Let's jump into it. So bench press. A lot of people start with the exercise. They sort of just don't get what they want from it. Like, you want to use it as a chest exercise. A lot of people use it, don't get quite what they want from it, and end up disregarding it or just saying it doesn't work for chest. I've seen a bunch of YouTube videos saying that, saying bench press doesn't work for chest. Oftentimes, it's just because you need to tweak it to make it work for you. So let me show you what a typical bench looks like. All right, so you set yourself up. Maybe you go, I don't know, medium-ish grip, somewhere about shoulder width. You're about here. We bring the bar out. Maybe you lift your head up a little bit. Maybe you're pretty flat on the bench. And we're just going to here, blasting through the reps. Probably with quite a bunch of weight on as well, because if you're actually going to be benching, you just chuck 20s on, don't you? Just chuck a 20 each side, or you try and race to get 100 kilos on the bar. So that's the first thing I'm going to say correct. You really don't need to use that much weight. I think it's easy to get into that powerlifting kind of mindset of like, I'm going to lift the most weight I can. Depends what you're doing it for. If you're doing this purely for strength, then fair shout. You know, you want to lift some weight, you've got to put some weight on the bar. But if you're doing this for more bodybuilding, hypertrophy type work, you really want to actually hit the fibers of the chest, think less about the weight that you have on it. I know it's a weird thing to say, but the weight, it's more about feeling the specific muscle working, stimulating that muscle, rather than it is just loading up the bar as much as possible. So what have I got on here? 47.5 kilos. Really not much weight. It's a pretty small amount of weight, especially for the amount that I can actually bench. But that's going to be the first thing. Lower the weight. Think about increasing the rep scheme. So instead of sets of 5 to 10, I've been doing sets of 20 to 30. It's a lot of reps, but you can get a horrendous pump doing that. So it really works really, really nicely. Second thing, in your setup, think about taking a wider grip. So instead of going this kind of medium grip, go wider. Take your grip out a little bit, out to here. It's going to be the second thing. From there, what when you think about doing is having just a bit more of an arch, so we're not completely flat. Shoulder blades together, bit of an arch, wide grip, down to the bottom. Get that deep stretch in the chest, and then push back up. All right. What I also want you to do, think about tempo. So control down. Control, 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 little pause in the stretch, and then drive up. So what we've done, we've loaded the weight, we're thinking more about 20 to 30 reps, we've gone for a wider grip, we're thinking about arching a little bit at the bottom, getting a deep stretch in the chest, with that tempo, so control on the way down, little pause at the bottom. Try doing that, and I promise you, you are gonna get a much, much better chest workout. If those tips combined don't get you a horrendous chest pump, then it's probably not the exercise for you and you might want to move on to something else. But if you try this for a session or two, I can almost guarantee that bench press is going to start blowing up your chest like it never has before. And I say that as someone, I never really used to do much bench, and I came to it from a background of Olympic weightlifting. So I spent years and years just chucking heavy shit above my head. So every time I would do this, my shoulders, my triceps would completely take over. Since I've started swapping and integrating this type of stuff, my chest has been getting hit so much more by this, so much more. So give it a try. I honestly think it'll pay massive dividends. If you want to tag out the video now, you totally can. To prove it works, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a set of 20 to 30 reps with all those cues I've just said, and you're going to see me in some significant pain. Let's crack on. You can either tune out now if you want to hit the like, subscribe, do all that amazing stuff. That's really appreciated. All right, if you want to stick around and see what I'm talking about, and see me in some pain because you're a bit of a sadist, then let's do this, shall we? So we're setting up. Got a wide grip, thinking tempo, stretch at the bottom. Let's get it. Oh, I've totally lost count. I want to say that's 12. Oh.
I'm notorious for losing count. Let's go 14. 15. What do you think I'm going to get? 16. 17. Tell me if you're right in the comments. I think that's 20. Oh, holy shit. It's getting fun now. Oh. Ah.
Holy crap on a cracker. That was disgusting. I swear. Try that out. I think it's going to be a game changer for your bench, okay? If you stuck with me all the way through, you can drop a like, maybe consider hitting the subscribe if you want some more content like this. And let me know if you want to see some more content like this, maybe some more exercises you want me to cover. If there's anything you've been struggling with, really targeting a muscle group or an exercise that everyone tells you should be good, but you just can't seem to make it work, let me know. I'll hop back in my garage gym and I will give you some good quality coaching cues, drawn from experience, but also drawn from my years within professional strength and conditioning. Jesus, 30 rep bench is like cardio, holy moly. Right, that'll do for today, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See you later, peeps.